Hey guys, welcome back to Pieces of Me. It's your boy Lost Angel of Havik, and I'm probably jumping out there taking a risk, but I've had a really hard time lately, and this is partially why I've been kind of distracted with music. My head's just kind of been really clouded with the state of the world, and I'm very sensitive to issues that are going on right now in the country. All the racial issues, all the political issues. I really don't know where to start. This makes me even a little bit uncomfortable, but I feel like I need to speak on it. I saw a post last night. I don't know if it really made me more angry or disgusted or just, I don't know. They was talking about Irish slaves and I fuck the truth of whatever that was trying to shoot for. Pretty sure that's somewhat inaccurate. I've never really heard of a people experiencing an injustice and trying to just marching along happily like, huh, it's fine. I've never heard of anything like that. I've never heard of any group being unjustly treated by any sort of government system and just them taking it in stride like, all right, cool, it's gonna be all right, fuck it. I did a little bit of research. And to my knowledge, the Atlantic slave trade was began by Portugal in the 14th century. The Irish were originally forced into slavery and servitude in 1625. Basically, that means that the enslavement of Africans began first. But never mind that. My issue with the post is that there seems to be this idea that it's a competition. Black people had it worse. Well, white people were slaves too. Well, the Indians did this. The Native Americans are like this. The Chinese this. The Hispanic that. It seems like everybody's kind of in competition as to say who had it the worst in America and who has had it the worst in history. I need y'all to understand something. It's not a fucking competition. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody's ancestors will be rolling around in their graves right now, looking at the state of this country and seeing how people are just being so trivial about the atrocities committed by people against one another. Like, can we take a step back and realize these were human beings treating other human beings like animals, like property? Can we just look at that for a moment? The last I checked, I bleed red. And the last I checked, my wife, who is white, bleeds red. My roommate, who is white, bleeds red. My family bleeds red. Everybody bleeds red. Everybody has a heartbeat. I haven't met any mutants that, I haven't met anybody that's not human and that doesn't deserve the very basic respect that every human life deserves on this planet. And it pisses me off. I think everybody needs to take a step back and look at the history of their respective tribe and culture and realize that no one has clean hands. Every people on this planet has done atrocities in the name of whatever god or religion or country that they serve. They've all the most horrible things on this planet have been done by human beings. No one has clean hands. So I think it's absurd to then look at America and try to blame, or try to, not blame, that's the wrong word, and try to hold it against one another who had the worst experience in this country. Let's take a step back and realize that I don't know, Egyptians enslaved the Hebrews, who back in those days, Hebrews were in Africa. So You had African on African slavery. If you want to look at the Irish slavery, that was white people enslaving white people. You look at the things done in the name of God by the Catholic Church during the Inquisition, the Salem witch trials. List goes on and on. No matter what facet you decide to research, no matter how far back in history you want to go, everybody has done something really fucked up to other human beings. No one has clean hands. Even now in America, despite the fact that police brutality and other injustices that African American people have to face in this country, it pisses me off when I see young African American children, teenagers out there perpetuating the very same negative stereotypes that get us killed for no fucking reason. And I can't blame all my people for that. But I also can't blame white people for that either. I can blame the media. I can blame the systematic racism that plagues this country, which, by the way, going back to the original post, as far as Irish slavery versus African American slavery, the entire system in America is a remnant of African American slavery in the U.S. So that's an entire system working against people of color. I don't know. I could be wrong, and I'm not out to blame anybody. I'm not by any means fuck white people, or fuck anybody for that matter. I just want humanity as a whole to get its shit together. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to be African American. I'm proud to be a musician. I'm proud to be Christian. I'm proud of all the things that make me who I am. And it blows me to have to lose that pride when I see things that represent a facet of who I am contradict what I know in my heart is right. I don't know. I needed to get that off my chest. I don't want to tell anybody how to live or how to think. All I would ask is that everyone take a step back and realize that everybody is entitled to life. Everybody is entitled to respect. There has to be some sort of love in this world. There has to be. Otherwise, we're going to succumb to the hatred that's been building for centuries. If I can get political for 1 second, Donald Trump is probably the biggest symptom of the hypocrisy of this country. And I'm pretty sure if he becomes president, that will be the end of the America we know. He can't be president. If you look at his rallies, there's so much hatred. Can you imagine what that is going to do to this country? We've literally seen it happen before. The entire world went to war because of a man like Donald Trump. And apparently we haven't learned yet. So, yeah. Moral of the story, it's not a fucking contest. It's not a competition. Everybody has a horrible history that they have to overcome and that they have to deal with and they have to live with. That breaks down to the color of their skin, who they choose to love and want to spend the rest of their life with, what God or entity they choose to believe in, what path they choose to follow in life, basically. But it is their choice. Personally, I choose to believe that I was placed here to convey love and compassion and care for my fellow man and beyond my race, beyond my beliefs. I want to live in a world where I don't have to fear for the planet that my children are going to inherit. I want to live in a world where people can live the life they want to live without fear of being persecuted for any reason. I would like not to have to worry about living through my next encounter with police. I would like my friends to get married and not be looked at sideways. That's what I want. That's the world I want to live in. But yeah, I've gotten really long-winded and kind of have been all over the place. I've never done a video like this, and like I said, I wanted to get all this shit off my chest. So thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe and tune in next week. Promise it'll be a little bit more upbeat. Deuces.
Make no mistake, it's my time.